Hello everybody, and welcome back to more Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. Get ready for a lot of talking today. So, let's ask a simple question. Where is Alone? No, I asked you where's Alone? What? Okay, I don't understand why this is relevant. What? Okay, that's pretty gruesome. Yeah. Why are we learning about this? Huh? Yeah, so we had several questions asked, and I chose the most simplest one first, but why the hell are you giving me this long-winded speech when you could just tell me that, Alone's been kidnapped, or whatever, most likely? No, I'm going to tell you the life story of Alone, in HD. Yeah. Honestly, it's very strange how he goes into this long talking sequence about this. I mean, seriously, a brief synopsis of this is Alone when she was 2 years old. Sorceress Adele came in search of a successor, and basically Alone's parents resisted. They got killed. Then she was adopted by Rain. And then years later, she got taken to S-Star and blah, blah, blah. Ended up taking her. The Laguna saved her. Blah, blah, blah. And then she was taken to she was taken back to Rain, but then she died, giving birth to a certain person in the room. And then after that, she was sent off the orphanage, and then she ended up being on a ship. And we know the story from there. And somehow she ended up in Belong. How? That I don't fucking know. And she was on a ship for 10 years. God damn. So that's how you met up with her, so... Yeah, that is pure luck. I don't know how the hell that happened. I was out in space at the time, so Alone found me on the space, much like we had to go out in space to find her. It's like a huge side quest. Like, the only reason for this game is Laguna for Alone, and Squall for Alone, and then Alone for Laguna, and then Squall for Alone, who ends up being Laguna and somehow... Okay, so you couldn't have told us this earlier, and then you could... I want to explain about her past. I swear the Japanese translation must have been something else, like, can you tell me about Alone's past, or something like that, instead of, tell me where's Alone? Seriously. Long-winded fucking retortedness. I don't even know. Yeah, he can't really talk about it because it's very, very important. Okay. What the hell are you doing here? You know what I've been doing all my life, right? You're a silly Galbadian soldier. I didn't like your attitude at all. I liked him, but I understood the bond between the three of you. Then you changed after you went to Windhill. Yeah? Then Alone was abducted by S-Star, and you went on a journey. A journey to get Alone back. You wrote articles and appeared in movies to get by. You were trying to find a way into S-Star. You somehow got into S-Star and rescued Alone. I got a lot of help along the way. What I don't understand is, why are you the president? Yeah, I think that's a question on everybody's mind. Want to know? It's a long story. Fuck. Alright, let's hear it. You want to hear it? Really? Okay, I'll tell you. I only set out to rescue Alone, but of course, that wasn't the end of the story. It's a country world where Sorceress Adel with the ingenious yet inhumane Odin. Yeah, we've met him before. He's kind of a freak. Both of them were interested in Alone. We couldn't just pack up and leave. So, I'm assuming Adel was obsessed because she wanted an successor, and Odin was obsessed because, well, power. He is a crazy mad scientist. He's a crazy good mad scientist. I don't know. Odin is kind of that person that stands in the middle of the road. You can't tell what side he's on. He kind of chooses whenever he chooses. He's kind of a prick that way, but whatever. Stupid Odin. But while researching under Adel's orders, he was still making many inventions. One such invention was actually the one invention that could actually stop Sorceress Adele. And it was a device to seal magic. Sealing facility. The same facility that was used to try and seal Renoa. I owed a big favor to the Edel Resistance to help me rescue her alone, so he was indebted to them. I can understand that, and I mean, like I've mentioned before, Laguna just seems like the kind of character that would be a main character in this scenario. Squall is okay, but I seriously think the game should have focused more around Laguna and, like, more along him, instead of just being up in the past. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but then again, this game, it was essentially a love story. But, they should have focused the game more on saving the world and stuff like that, and I can see that Laguna is the main character. There's a lot of weird plot holes with this game that I feel like Final Fantasy VIII, I think the main character was probably going to be Laguna, and he's the aftermath, but they still wanted to include him in the game. So they kind of left him in here and wrote him into the story in some weird arbitrary way. But I feel if they had, like, written it in such a way where it wasn't necessarily a romantic story, Laguna could have been a good main protagonist. I don't know, maybe that's just how I feel. I feel Laguna has the personality to be a Final Fantasy protagonist. Better than Cloud! God damn it. I do not like Cloud because he's emo. And then they're like, but Squall's emo. Yeah, I'm just saying, I like Laguna more. There's two characters in these games that I like. Wait. I was reading this, sorry. We said, you didn't think about blowing it up. I mean, considering this thing is omni-powerful and all such, you were just gonna set it in the ocean where it, it could be excavated. Like, I don't know, 17 years later? Fuck it. Whatever. Anyways, they're off to fight off Adele. I don't know how, but they are. Damn. She's huge. Really huge.
That's a huge bitch!
Uh-huh. What is going on? We hunted down the culprits who moved the crystal pillar. Where? Inside there. Alone's been taken hostage. Looking at it right now, she kind of reminds me of, like, those Amazonian women, like, the ones that are, like, in Futurama, like, they're 50 feet tall and shit like that. I don't know why. But damn, she's huge! You thought I would fall for that trick? Dude, she has a 6-pack! And she doesn't have any boobs! Is this typical for sorceresses? Because if so, what? I think she's taking too many hormone injections to become extremely tall. I don't know why, but honestly, this is the weirdest thing ever. I just can't stop laughing now. She may be a sorceress, but she was human after all. She was a man-woman. We succeeded, but we couldn't keep such a dangerous sorcerer around as a trophy. Are you sure? Because she's pretty damn funny. We had to do something. So we decided to send her far, far away. Into a galaxy far, far away. Oh wait, wrong series. Someplace very far, in outer space. Now they're just calling for Star Wars now, goddammit. Anyways, with the power of the Ragnarok, they're gonna send her off into space, apparently. Oh, that's pretty interesting. What the fuck? There were 3 Ragnaroks? So somehow, we were extremely lucky to get in a ship designed 17 years ago, conveniently left in space when they could have brought it back down to the planet after building a space station. Ah, what? Ugh, god damn it. Fuck that. Alright, well, past me, please press the X button so we can move on, because this part's wrapped up. But the real work began after that. A fierce debate ensued about who should govern this country after Adel was gone. Okay. I wasn't paying close attention while they made me up to be this hero of the revolution, and I ended up being president. Odin made a lot of noise about wanting to do research on Alone. Well, of course the prick did! It was a mistake to send Alone back to Rain. Well, yeah, I mean, we already seen the repercussions of that. Rain died after giving birth, and Ellie was sent to the orphanage. Now, if I only got on the Windhill to see him with Ellie, I would have been able to see Rain one last time. And see your child, who's standing here, in front of you, and you know it, you dumbass. This is why I did a lot of the side quests, because there are a lot of instances where it hints to Squall being Laguna's biological son. The cards, the side quests that we talked about Rain, about her giving birth before she died, the only person she was in contact with was Laguna, obviously, and there's gonna be some more stuff. Straight to the heart of the matter. Just like a workaholic. See, not really. We asked you a bunch of questions. Oh, here it comes. Get ready for a bad accent, people. Yeah, make it short and easy to understand. Not that bad accent. I will talk however I want. There's the bad accent. Oh, God. Yeah, Social Sado told me everything. Social Artemisia comes from the future to possess the soul source of present day. Meaning she leaves her body in the future and only her consciousness here. Okay, well, that's interesting. Does that sound familiar to you? It's like when Alone sends her consciousness back to the past. Yeah. You're a smart one! My first guess was that someone in the future has an ability like Alone was sending the sorceress back to our time. Well, that makes sense. But no, that is not the answer. How's the sorceress come back to this time? Well, that's a good question. You want to hear now? Sure. Yeah. I kept this a secret to surprise you. It is because of me, Odin. Great. What did you do? I researched Alone's power long ago. I made it out of a pattern from the electrical current running through Alone's brain. Okay. Once the pattern was determined, it was easy to mechanize. It may only be a toy right now, but in the time of Artemisia, it is an impressive working machine. Great. So this dick that walks the middle of the road has fucked us over. Odin is the real protagonist. I mean, not protagonist. Yeah, he's the protagonist of this game. He's the antagonist of this game. Of the worst kind. Seriously. It's a wonderful thing. Junction machine alone. That's about it. So Sorceress Artemisia came to know about Alone from that machine. Possibly. She could have read up on the history about her. And now they became Artemisia's target. Great. You can't blame Odin. It's useless. I'm gonna blame him all I want. This guy's a prick. But you want to go outside? You want the fisticuffs? Fuck yeah, let's go right now. Oh, I want the fisticuffs with you. Can we do a mini game where we punch Odin in the face, kind of like we fought the Ruby Dragon? I would love that. Well, excuse me. How? Unless we go to. I'm sorry. Do you have a TARDIS? Do you have the Harp of Ages, Ocarina of Time, Song of Time, Master? I don't see you having these magical artifacts of time travel. Do we have a DeLorean? I mean, at least have a fucking DeLorean. Come on, people. So, we're expecting to go to the future. To the future of all places. Let's just figure out what Artemisia is up to. In order for Artemisia to exist in this time, she must take over the body of the sorcerer from this present. That's a mouthful. But the machine must have a limit. Ultimecia probably needs to go back further in time to achieve time compression. Okay. Only alone can take her back further into the past. That is why she's desperately seeking her. I guess that makes sense. There must be a limit. We must take advantage of Alone's power. There are two sorcerers in our time, Sorceress Renoa and Sorceress Ada. Okay. Well, that much has been established. Of the two sorcerers, Ada has not awakened yet. Once regeneration is completed, neither Laguna nor I will be safe. Yeah, I expect that much. You seal her away. Great, so that's what she is, and... I'm surprised she hasn't possessed Renoa up until this point. I mean, it would make sense. It'd be kind of a twist to go up against Renoa at this point, but I don't know. Maybe Renoa's not powerful enough and she can't utilize her full abilities compared to using Sorceress Adea or Adel, and the only reason she's waiting is she wants a more powerful host. That's possibilities. I mean, she's barely a sorceress for like, what, less than half a year now? So, I mean, I can see that. Then kill Sorceress Adel before the awakening process is completed. Okay. Then we're only left as Renoa as the only sorceress of this era. Okay, that makes sense. Then wait for Ultim... Oh, really? Then Ultimecia are alive. It's Alone's turn. Alone will send Renoa back to the past with Ultimecia. Alone will have to send Renoa and Ultimecia inside another sorceress she knows in the past. Ada or Adel. That is up to Alone. I'm trying to... It's like I'm trying to half-ass it where... Wait, what? Okay, so time compression... Alright, that makes sense, but... But that still doesn't explain. You want her to create time compression, but how can we get to the future to stop her from doing time compression? I think that's what we're trying to accomplish, but you want her to do it. Ugh, god damn it. Confusing fucker. Yeah, and we'd be stuck in it too. Past, present, and future will all get mixed together. Yeah. You keep moving through. What? How? If we're all in compressed time, wouldn't we be able to not go to the future? What? Yeah, this is the one plot point in Final Fantasy VIII that makes no goddamn sense. Thank you, Laguna. I don't understand it either. So, you have a choice where you can say yes and do this, or you can lay out of the room. The reason why I'm leaving the room is actually to go get the ward card from Odin, because he is in his laboratory earlier. Anyways, come back and... we're gonna take the mission. Alright! Let's go. We'll get aboard Ragnarok. Let's do the final briefing in there. I always wanted to ride that thing, plus the name sounds so cool. It used to be a weapon in this game, but not in this game, but in other Final Fantasy games. But sadly, we couldn't do that anymore. Okay, load screen, how long are you gonna take? Okay, that wasn't bad. Alright. Everyone. From here, we go straight to our final target, Ultimecia. Let's go over the plan again. It's batshit insane. First, enter Lunatic Pandora and rescue Alone. Okay. Next, you fight the Sorceress Adel. It may be a surprise attack, show no mercy. Now here comes the tricky part. Ada will need to pass on her powers before being defeated. Renoa, will you be willing to accept them? Yes. Good. Next, we will wait for Sorceress Ultimecia to possess Renoa. Okay. This will be hard on you, Renoa, but will you do it? Yes. Okay. That's the spirit. Then, Alone sends Renoa and Ultimecia to the past. I'm sorry, I have to do it. Alone brings back Renoa. Then, head to the future through compressed time, which still makes no sense. Ultimecia lives far in the future where none of us technically can exist. There's only one way to make yourself exist in a world like that. Use a DeLorean? As friends, don't forget one another. As friends, believe in one another. Believe in your friend's existence, and to also believe in yours. To be friends, to like one another, and to love one another. You can't do these things alone. You need somebody. Right, guys? What place reminds you of your friends? Imagine being in that place with all of your friends. Once time progression begins, think of that place and try to get there. That's all. That place will welcome you. You'll be able to get there no matter what period you're in. You need love and friendship for this mission, and courage to believe it. It's all about love, friendship, and courage. That sounds like a speech by Selfie. I'm counting on you guys. It sounds like Selfie's speech. Love and friendship and all that sounds corny, but everybody seems to be up for it. You think he'll succeed? We'll try. Okay. He still gets leg cramps. Oh, bad habits never die hard. Ah, poor Laguna. Now, there is one last thing that we can do with Laguna before we attempt to go into Lunatic Pandora. Now, this is actually somewhat important. This will actually explain how Squall is Laguna's biological father. This is the last thing in all these events that have transpired over the entire game that actually definitively say that, yeah, Squall is the biological son of Laguna. So what we do is we go down into the same room that everybody was in previously in the Ragnarok. Now you can talk to everybody in this room once the load screen comes. Okay, first talk to Ward, who apparently is still very silent. Ward says, "Good thing you don't look like your father." Okay. You look very much like your mother. And his mother is Rain, so, I mean, it does make sense. Let's talk when it's all done. I have a lot to tell you. Well, if you don't want to hear it, I'll understand. It's okay. I'll be willing to hear it, Laguna. So yeah, President Laguna of Estar is Squall's biological father, but still, weird shit is gonna go down in the next part, because we're gonna execute this plan. We're gonna take out Adel, use Renoa alone, and somehow we're going to stop Ultimecia from compressing time. By compressing time! That makes sense. And somehow we will get to the future where she exists through compressed time when no being should be able to move through compressed time. I think that's the main reason why people don't like this game is it sounds like somebody made this plot while they were high. Oh god. Yeah, so next time, we're heading into Lunatic Pandora and finishing up Disc 3. But as always, people, thank you all for watching, and this plot is fucking weird. See you guys next time.